Let's talk some stock news. Part of this big tech rally off the lows has been AI-centric. The big theme that has been latched onto by investors is one of these reasons to buy up all these tech stocks. Alibaba looks like the latest entrant into the ChatGPT competitors world. Renita, what's going on?
Now, Alibaba talked about its new generative AI project, or they referenced it rather, back in February to CNBC. And today we found out more information that the company is launching it. We do not have a time frame. They did say sometime in the near future, but it's apparently going to start being deployed on Alibaba's workplace communication software.
Okay, I'm not even going to try and pronounce this thing.
No, me either. But I will learn later today because that's what we do, right? So next it's going to be going on its smart home appliances provider. And also the company said that it's going to eventually roll this product out, its generative AI product, out into all Alibaba products, from enterprise communication to e-commerce. And they want to primarily say, well, they say, improve the user experience, right? Now, Alibaba said it's going to make it available to customers and to developers to have access on the cloud, because they want developers to be able to create their own language models with this. And they also want developers to be able to apply for beta testing so that they can create their own AI applications at scale. So far, I've seen this be more for possibly the business owners, the developers, than any of the other generative AI products, because they're adding in a piece of it that they can make their own and they can develop on their own. So I think markets pretty much like this morning so far. We'll find out how they like it later, and if there are any other competitors to come out later.
All right, well, Alibaba and some of the big China tech companies could use a little fresh reason to rally, as the stock's been a tiny bit disappointing despite the China reopen. And then, of course, the Alibaba restructuring has led to some appreciation by the market. So we'll see if we get some Chinese stock rally going on. Let's bring it back stateside here. Let's talk some chips. Also very important. Nvidia kind of locked into this theme as well. That's been a major leader throughout the past 6 months. Seems like analysts are still ready for some more.
They are. KeyBanc is handing out price target hikes to Nvidia and AMD this morning. KeyBanc took Nvidia to a $200 or $320 from $280, and that was an overweight rating. They kept it, and it notes that it's a near-term reset in the cloud industry happening right now, in cloud capex specifically, and that's going to likely limit the near-term upside. But this analyst is anticipating demand to rebound, and for AI specifically, AI demand, there it goes, Oliver, to raise its prospects, right? And that includes OpenAI's next-gen class or next-gen training cluster that it'll have coming out of the H100 GPUs. And so this analyst also expects the continued ramp of the RTX 40. And when it comes to KeyBanc, or AMD rather, KeyBanc raised the price target to $110 from $95, keeping an overweight rating, and noting that those lowered second quarter estimates do reflect weak cloud demand, and that was associated with really the ramp up of the Genoa and then a more muted recovery for PCs. But he does expect a recovery, and he expects that to go into the recovery, I should say, of this stock. But these two stocks are up pretty substantially already this year, right? And he expects that to continue. It may be a slowdown at first, but continue. Nvidia is up 89% so far. AMD is up 47% year to date, and he expects it to still have some room to grow.
All right, bulls are out stampeding. From crypto to tech, markets are feeling very optimistic here, and the leaders getting some love from the Wall Street community is certainly going to help. Thanks, Renita. Appreciate it.